Yep, narcissistic people, toxic people love to ruin the holidays. And if you're new here, I have narcissistic personality disorder. So if you're dating a narcissist, in a relationship with a narcissist, and the holiday season is fast approaching, you need to get prepared because it's going to be a bumpy ride. Because narcissistic people like myself like to literally ruin the holidays. It's just like it just happened. Because we have limited emotional capacity, we don't have room for everybody else's emotions. Holidays mean love, gatherings, big huge events, celebrations, gifts, all that stuff, and it gets overwhelming. So my personal favorite when the holidays come around, I like to try kind of retreat. When we have people over or we go to people's houses, I like to try to go off by myself and be by myself and isolate myself, which makes everybody else uncomfortable. Hey, what's wrong with him? Like, something going on? What, y'all arguing? Everything cool? No, he's just like that. Narcissistic people will make the holidays all about them, try to one-up you on gifts, try to chastise your cooking, whatever it takes to get that attention on them. Hope this helps. What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome to another episode of A Narcissist Explains. I am self-aware, diagnosed narcissist, Lee Hammock, and I use my platform on social media to raise awareness for narcissistic personality disorder, get more people into therapy, and validate the victims and survivors of this disorder as well. This series is dedicated to just making my TikToks and my YouTube shorts longer. You know, they're 60 seconds. This is going to be a lot longer than 60 seconds. So the one you just watched was about the holiday season. We're going to talk about holidays. We're going to talk about the holidays. So typically from October to like January, a lot of people in the narcissistic awareness community and whatnot call this NARC season, N-A-R-C season. Like it's like, you know, a sports season or something like that. Because the holiday season is typically going to be the worst time to deal with narcissistic people, and it just literally is. And a lot of times, I know people can attest, because I've done similar videos to this before, that people can attest that when you're dealing with a narcissist, this time of the year is probably the worst time of the year, mainly because narcissistic people, like I said in the video, we have limited emotional capacity. So holiday season is going to be a stress for a lot of narcissistic people. Not every narcissist is going to be different, y'all. Every person on this planet is different. Everybody's fingerprints are different. You know what I mean? Every person is going to be different. So let's get the obvious thing out the way to why narcissistic people might not like holidays and birthdays and stuff like that, and celebrations in general. There could be some kind of trauma associated with those holidays, with those birthdays and things like that. So let's get that out of the way right now up front. That could be one of the reasons why something happened to them on Christmas when they were little. Something happened to them on Thanksgiving when they were little. Something like that. Something the memories. Something that caused it right there. You know what I mean? So I just feel like my wife just texted me. She's in there waiting on. Let me text her back real quick, y'all. She texted me about get my son to a swimming class. But yeah, some kind of trauma could be associated with those holidays, or those holidays were never ever good when they were growing up. Maybe they never got what they wanted for Christmas, or Thanksgiving was always tumultuous because their parents or their grandparents or somebody else in their family was narcissistic or toxic around the holidays, so they just been conditioned to not like the holidays. When the holidays approach, they tend to shut down and things like that. So that could be one of the reasons right there. That could be exactly one of the reasons right there. So, the trauma is really associated with it, and the trauma does happen, and it puts people at a loss. It puts people in a tizzy and things like that. So I just always feel like when you are dealing with narcissistic people, you have to prepare for NARC season, the holiday season, because another reason why, like I said, the main reason why I feel like narcissists don't like the holidays, particularly myself, I'm getting better at it, y'all, but I still don't really care for the holidays, but I make the effort not to ruin everybody else's holidays. I make the effort to make myself shown, to make my face shown and stuff like that. I don't retreat out here to my little building, my shed or whatnot. I don't just stay downstairs. I go up and say hey, and I intermingle with people and I talk to people and things like that. And I just, chat and whatever. So I make myself known. So I'm getting better at doing it. It doesn't mean I like the holidays. It just means I'm putting forth the effort because everybody else likes the holidays, and I don't want to have trauma around the holidays and create some more narcissistic monsters in my family. You know what I mean? So, but the main reason I feel like is limited emotional capacity. It just is. Like, narcissists, we're egocentric people. You know what I mean? We like to have our ego stroke and things like that, and we like to be the center of attention. And plus, we have, like I said, we don't have a lot of room for everybody else's stuff. You know what I mean? We just don't. It's impossible to have just good days. You mean I just feel like here come the holidays, because it's back to back to back to back to back. It's all back to back. Like, y'all, and it's so commercialized. I just feel like if there was no food shared, if there was no gifts given, if there was no trick or treat or anything like that, the holidays wouldn't mean anything to anybody. It's so commercialized. Like trick or treat without a costume. You know what I mean? Go to houses and trick or treat, and if you go to a house and you trick or treat and you get like a Bible, the people give you a Bible, are you happy? Do you put that in your bag and keep running? Are you super excited? No, you're not super excited because you didn't get what you want. You know what I mean? At Christmas, if you really want an Xbox and they get you a Game Boy or something that you really hate and don't really care for or don't need, are you still super excited? No, I just feel like it's still, I know it's just my mind clicking, but I do feel like the holidays are just, it seems like it's for everybody else, but it's really selfish times. In my brain, I know you can counteract me, you can try to disprove me in the comment section, but this is just my opinion. You know what I mean? So we have a limited emotional capacity. I just feel like it's so fake. You know, I don't know. Maybe it's just my family. I just feel like it's so fake. Everybody just forced smiles, forced food, forced getting together. You know, why wait till the holidays to get together? We care about each other so much. You know what I mean? But back to this thing, back to other people. Like, so limited emotional capacity. Like, we don't have room for everybody else's stuff, and everybody else's complaints, and all this love and fake love and buying stuff and gifts and all of the season of giving, and it's back to back to back to back to back. So it's just like we wake up drained every day around the holidays. This is just not for narcissists and toxic people. This is also for non-narcissistic people. Like, you might wake up drained every day around the holidays because now just like, look. Halloween, trick-or-treating, plan, do all that stuff. A couple weeks later, Thanksgiving, gotta cook, gotta clean, you gotta plan, you gotta be stressed, you gotta keep the kids ready. School is still in, school is still out. You know what I mean? The kids are on a break, so now you gotta have the kids home while they're not at school. Now you gotta clean around the kids and stuff like, Then a couple weeks later, guess what? About a month later, guess what? Christmas and Christmas Eve, which I consider two different holidays because people celebrate Christmas Eve like it's its own separate entity. You know what I mean? So Christmas Eve. If y'all going between, if there's kids going between houses, like splitting Christmases, co-parenting and stuff like that, it adds to the stress. And then guess what happened? The next week, Happy New Year. The tank is on E. The narcissistic emotional tank, the narcissistic person's emotional availability, that tank is completely drained up. It's on E now. Like, what? I don't have nothing left to give now. I'm tired. I'm literally tired. I have nothing to give now. I'm done pretty much. You know what I mean? I really am finished. I just tell it to people all the time. I'm just like, look, this is not me. Just like, I can't help it. I was like, the feeling, like I said in the beginning, the feelings are still there right now. The way I feel about the holidays is still there. I just make the concerted effort to be more palatable for people around me. Because the holidays, you know what I mean? Another reason why narcissistic people don't like the holidays is because it's not about the attention. It's typically, if it's Halloween, if it's Christmas, you know, or even just the Thanksgiving, all the holidays are focused pretty much on the kids. You know what I mean? It's the kids. Where everybody else, it's not, the attention is drawn away from the narcissist, so they can make narcissistic people feel like there's some kind of jealousy towards the holidays and wreak havoc on everybody else around them. Silent treatment around the holidays, causing arguments, triggering you, causing reactive abuse episodes and stuff like that. Dog whistles, you know, just trying to hurt your feelings in private, just so nobody will know that they're actually hurting your feelings and things like that. So I just know the holiday season is tough. And you know what? Right after New Year's, guess what happens right after New Year's? Right after New Year's, Valentine's Day. Boom, another holiday. So it's not just like, to me, it don't just go to January. To me, it extends into February if you married or you in a relationship. Yeah, it's just like now another holiday. Goodness, it's just like, oh my goodness, it's just like draining. Then you got Mother's Day, Father's Day. I know those are further away on the road, but like, I'm just telling y'all, the holidays are draining times for narcissistic people, so you need to prepare. You got to prepare for it. And I know people are like, how do you prepare for it? Like, don't let your reactions are your power. Typically, the narcissist will try to project their own inner insecurities on the people and make you uncomfortable, make you feel indifferent, and make you be the one to look like you are ruining the holiday. I'm just chilling. I'm away from everybody, but you make a scene. You come down there and yell at me just because I'm not around everybody. Everybody thinks you're crazy. We have a problem because of you. So control your reactions. As I tell people, the best thing you can do when you're dealing with narcissistic people is to control your reactions, because they're going to try to trigger you, inner trigger, outer trigger. They're going to try to trigger you and get inside your brain and mess with your mind. That's just part of the dilemma. Reset. Narcissists just reset, y'all. That's just part of the thing right there. They're going to try to trigger you. They're going to try to control you. They're going to try to mess with you. So take back your power, take back your strength, and be strong. You got it. Because if you don't do it, if you don't give them the power. Don't let them ruin the holidays. You know what I mean? They're going to try to fuss, they're going to try to fight. Don't engage. Don't engage, especially if you're around people. Don't engage. But if you stay with these people, if you stay with these narcissistic people, these toxic people, they ruin every holiday. This is your life. They might not get. They're probably more than likely they're not going to get to the point like I am, where I'm just making myself more palatable. I don't have to enjoy the holidays like, hey folks, hey. I'm not doing none of that. You mean I'm just sitting there just, hey, how y'all doing? Welcome. Hey, happy Thanksgiving, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. But I'm doing all that. I'm doing, it's not like I say. I really don't care. I still don't care for the holidays, but I care for my family not turning out like me. I'm hyper focused on my goal. So you should set a goal not to let this person trigger you and have this be a good holiday. Because I can't believe some people in here are like, the last 10 Christmases have been terrible. Like, why y'all staying around for 10 terrible Christmases? It would get to the point where I wouldn't even celebrate. If you know that person's gonna throw a fit, if you know that person's going to throw a fit and whatever, I wouldn't even celebrate. I would just, like, if your kids are old enough that don't believe in Santa Claus, I'd just give them gifts and say, look, Merry Christmas, here's your gifts. I wouldn't even get stuff together. Thanksgiving, if they're gonna ruin it, I wouldn't even cook. Like, don't take it away from them. Take away the stick. They gonna beat you with it. Take away the stick. Cause like, to do stuff like that. I know, but my family, we normally celebrate. Cool. You gonna celebrate and you gonna have a ruined day. You gonna spend so much time cooking and cleaning and stuff like that, only for it to be messed up and the turkey to be dry. The turkey to be called dry as hell. The ham is just too hammy. You know what I mean? You think you'll get some Christmas? Your cheeks clapped on Christmas? I bet. You know what I mean? I hope y'all have I really do. Just stay strong, stay safe, and protect yourself, because I know the narcissists are coming. Boo. It's like boo. Anyway, y'all, mental illness is out. Peace.